The budget for 2023 is really economic rescue package. No one else has come up with any other alternative so far. No one has come up with another institution for fundraising or any other country to bail us out.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe says the current tax policy in Sri Lanka is not a normal tax policy, but rather a rescue operation. He warned that if this process is disrupted, Sri Lanka will not be able to join the International Monetary Fund program and may lose the opportunity to do business with foreign countries. In addition to his comments on the tax policy, President Ranil Wickremesinghe also stated that the budget presented for the year 2023 in Sri Lanka is not an ordinary budget, but rather an operation to rescue the economy. The president highlighted that, apart from the Sri Lanka Chamber of Commerce, no other party, person, or institution has submitted any proposals or alternatives to the IMF. The president made these remarks while delivering the keynote speech at the Tax Forum 2023. The forum, held at the Kingsbury Hotel in Colombo yesterday, was organized to discuss the taxation policies introduced by the government in the 2023 budget. The president also stated that once an agreement with the International Monetary Fund is reached, it will be presented to Parliament and it will have the option to pass or reject it. If the proposal is rejected, the relevant parties should submit alternative proposals to the International Monetary Fund. Commenting on the debt restructuring process with the main creditors of Sri Lanka, the Paris Club, India and China, the president said that the Paris Club has guaranteed its financial support for Sri Lanka, and India is following its own method, but China has not expressed agreement about its method so far. However, President Ranil Wickremesinghe mentioned that their stand will be announced at the G20 finance ministers meeting on the 23rd in Bangalore, India. Chairman of SLIM Professor Laxman R. Wattawala, Chairman Sri Lanka Chartered Institute of Personnel Management Ken Vijayakumar, Chairman of Sri Lanka Institute of Chartered Accountants Faculty of Taxation Tishan Sabasinghe and Deputy Commissioner General of Tax Policy and International Affairs NMM Mifli joined the panel discussion at the Tax Forum 2023 organized by the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing.
With what we introduce can be called a budget or a rescue operation. It's not a normal budget where you have the annual expenditure of the government matched with the revenues that can be raised. The budget for 2023 is really economic rescue package. No one else has come up with any other alternative so far. No one has come up with another institution for fundraising or any other country to bail us out, because no country will bail out another country, and nor is there any other institution to do so. No one has come up with an alternate set of proposals either, because we have not yet get aid from them because we were bankrupt. But they did help us in a different way. Under their different heads to help to give relief in disaster situations and to encourage food production. They gave us fertilizer, they gave us money for medicine, they gave us money for the malnutrition. So all those relief funds were given to us. As a result, then our money was saved to buy the fuel. Now, if we put these agreements out, all that money will stop. All that money will stop. IMF requires the bilateral creditors to support us and to give financial assurances. The general conventional terms were used by the Paris Club members. India issued its own letter of support and financial assurances. That was is acceptable to the IMF and the Paris Club. They also agreed to get onto a common platform to resolve the debt, instead of India speaking separately and the Paris Club. Then the Chinese have also sent us a letter of support that they will stand with Sri Lanka. The Chinese, of course, didn't want to get onto a common platform. They said, we'll talk to you separately, we'll talk to the IMF and India separately, but we'll try and we will both all try to help you. The Chinese have a different system from the West in the matter of debt relief. The Chinese, after all, are also trying to build their own international monetary system, a global one. So their system is different. Therefore, there was the Chinese wording and the IMF wording did not, the Paris Club wording did not match. Paris Club takes the wording, Paris Club wordings are the ones that generally accepted by the IMF. So there are two different types of wordings, and we are talking to see how we can ensure that there is agreement or acceptance by the parties. So far, no one except for the Chamber of Commerce, no one else has discussed the issues with the IMF. The Chamber of Commerce had a 3-hour meeting, a Zoom meeting with the IMF, and they have made their recommendations. I hear some trade union groups also want to talk to the IMF. It's good. I think they should talk. Once the agreement, the board finally gives agreement after discussing with the creditors, then we can also, we will table the agreement in Parliament. We can't do that until the board agreement is given, in case they have to make some amendments after discussing with the creditors, bilateral creditors. So I will place the agreement in Parliament and will ask the parties to vote on it, whether they accept or reject it. Those who reject must come up with the alternate suggestion. And if they say they can talk to the IMF, certainly go and talk to the IMF. If not, let them come up with the alternate suggestions they have.
For more latest news, subscribe to FTTV.